Good evening, everybody, and welcome to round 14 of Hyperdrive Racing Div 3 tonight on this Friday evening, and we are conquering the streets of Jeddah, possibly the hardest track in the game, one of the hardest in the game. But the main thing is it provides chaos, and we will expect no short of chaos this afternoon, especially with how fierce the title battle is at the minute. With 3 drivers still in contention, we are going to get going now. But 3 drivers in contention. Jamie Hester leads away by 23 points to excellence, and Jay Rise 2 points behind. That is game on in terms of a championship. And those 3 drivers are going to battle to the end. It is the third to last round of the season, and they've got to conquer Jeddah if they want any hopes of winning the title. And expect safety cars, expect chaos, because this is Saudi Arabia and anything can happen. It is full quali. We have got a full grid for tonight's race, and it's very good to see. So probably won't be good to see people eventually crashing out, because I think it's going to be impossible to go this race without at least one crash, really. So brace yourselves, but let's hope we can have a calm quali session to start with, as we await to get into Q1, where the first 5 will be knocked out, then the next 5, and then the top 10 shootout. So yes, just a reminder of the championship picture. Jamie Hester leading by 23 points to excellence behind him, and Rise 2 points behind that. And then 3 have kind of run away with the championship. Cam was kind of in it for a bit, but he has fallen away now. So it really is a race between the top 3, and with 3 rounds left, anything can happen. But if you are in chat, do let me know who's here. Be spending your points if you have been building them up over past streams. As we are now ready to get going. 18 minutes of Q1 to eliminate the bottom 4 it will be, as we got 19 people in the lobby. But yeah, you're looking at your favourites. You got Jamie Hester, ARS Clip Gaming making a return to racing for the first time in a while. We have got a few rookies in the field as well. JW Curtis, 94, and Umka and Nagron. All 3 of them are rookies, so we'll see how they fare. But let's get the graphics all turned on so we know who's coming out on track. I see a Haas coming out on track, and maybe F1 Mad. Yes, it is F1 Mad. Hello, Stein. Good to see you. Oh, we've already got people leaving. That's a good start. Nagron was already left, but I do not have him added, so I've just got to hope that somebody else can add him back. ARS Clip Gaming, known for his penalty points racking up on 19. If he gets 5 more, then he's banned for racing forever, so he does have to be careful. But he'll be looking to bounce back in a good way here at Saudi Arabia, and it's a good way to bounce back in Saudi Arabia, of all places. Ferrari's just not racing. Yeah, it's true, actually. Every team has got both drivers apart from Ferrari, and that one Ferrari driver is a rookie, so that's unfortunate for you, Stein, as their team principal. If you love this track, it's definitely a love or hate track, depending on who you are. But we'll see what ARS can do. It will be the first to start a lap and set the benchmark for them all to chase. It's F1 Mad looking to get a good exit out of this final corner. Also Stein, I love it when I get it right, but I hate it when I'm just not good at it. Anyway, Stan, let me know audio is all good. But anyway, coming to the line, ARS will start his lap. So it's a long run down towards turn 1, down the straight, under a few of the bridges, then braking just for the 100-meter board, shifting down the gears. Misses the apex a little bit and of turn 2. Still gets it rotated through nicely. Then a little kink to the left. Then a tiny little straight down towards this technical section. Swinging it through turn 4, hits the apex nicely. Avoid the curve on the exit. Then it's right, long left-hander, 2 left-handers, nearly hitting the apex. Round very nicely the 2 right-handers, then flick to the left, avoid the curb, mounts it a bit, but still going well. ARS on his lap, 32.4 for the first sector. then into the hairpin, slightly banks, kisses the apex nicely on the exit, nearly spinning, but still getting it through nicely, hogging the inside as much as he can. Then a little kink to the left, then swinging it right into the apex a little bit, though that cost him a lot of time, but still he gets it through without any huge errors. F1 mad. Then this very swervy section, left, right, left, trying to maximise the amount of time he gained, and flicking it to the left. Oh, getting on a curb, that's gonna spin a little bit. Managed to keep control of the car just about. Manoeuvring through the last two flat-out corners down the straight. Into the final braking zone. Second highest braking zone on the track. Hitting the apex nicely. Don't do a Max Verstappen on the exit, and he doesn't. So ARS coming to the line now. Pretty neat lap. Few mistakes they'll like to flesh it out. The ARS will set a benchmark of a 28.3, and we'll see what the rest can do about that. The AlphaTauri of King Gaz is currently on a lap. We'll see what he can do coming to the final turn. Williams of Excellence, second in the championship, goes to the top with a 28.1. King Gaz behind him goes P3 with a 28.6. The other Haas of Hardcase is just starting a lap now. The Aston Martin of Nekioho is trying to... Oh, there's a bit of a skirmish going on here. Babish comes to the line. Nekioho and JW Curtis all cross the line at practically similar times. I don't know what was happening there. Bolt goes to P7, 33.3. It's not very competitive. I think the Mercedes of Ibrahim is coming into the pit, so he must have done something on his lap. Jamie Hester, though, he's on a lap. Championship leader. Let's see what he can do coming to the line. Jamie Hester will go to the top with a 27.9. He was rapid in Imola and only lost out on the win due to track limit penalties. It's difficult to get track limit penalties here in Saudi Arabia, so he'll enjoy himself if he's got similar pace there. I've still got people on lap, so Umka Varucki coming to the line. Goes P5. Good lap there from the Ferrari. The Haas of Hardcase on the lap. Adrenaline also on a lap. Looks a bit squirmy there. Rise goes to the top with 27.5. And we know how quick this guy is in qualifying, and he doesn't seem to be stopping. It is only Q1 though, so we don't know who is sandbagging and who is quickest. Shifty Wazza also coming to the line. The other AlphaTauri only P8. AlphaTauri 7 and 8. Hardcase coming to the line now. And the exit a final turn. His teammate just coming into the pits. Hardcase maximising the track there, goes P4 just ahead of his teammates. And we are just waiting on Adrenaline. That's off though. Somehow he didn't invalidate. Still going on his lap though, Adrenaline. Jungle King also just starting a lap now. Oh, this could get tight with a Mercedes. I would just stay out of the way. Adrenaline is pitting, so he will not set a lap. JW Curtis is starting a lap. Oh, Babish, 5-place grid penalty with his teammate of all people. That is very strange. I think that happened in a pit lane as well. So Babish has got a 5-place grid penalty for colliding with his teammate. I don't know how that'll go down with Robot Reaction, the team principal, but not a great start to the session for Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Jungle King still going on his lap. Swerving through, left, right, left. And then to the right, and then flicking it left. One of the hardest turns to get right. But if you nail the apex, then you've done good at that turn. But Jungle King, second in the championship last season in Div 3. We've normally seen a lot of drivers improve for this season, but he's not one of them. Jungle King has fallen back, if anything, but I like to finish the season on a high. Jungle King coming up to the line now, and he will go only P12. So he's going to be at risk of getting knocked out if he does not improve that lap. A few more people looking to set more laps. ARS has come back out. Not sure why, because I think he will be safer that time for P5. Oh, tyres stock. Here are your tyres. Oh, actually, thank you for pointing this out, because you get to see who is actually quicker. So excellent set his time on the mediums, which was very interesting. So yeah, so Babish, so that explains why Babish's time was quite slow. But excellent, so 28-1 on the mediums, that is quite impressive. ARS has gone back out on the medium, so he wants to try and improve his time. The medium compound, but he's just burnt a set of softs and a set of mediums, so a bit of a strange strategy from the Haas. See how he gets on though. Jungle King is coming into pits to slap. Curtis is not improving. Ibrahim, he's on a lap though. So is Husky just starting a lap now as well. So we'll stick with Ibrahim. Purple first sector, but I don't think that's very reliable because that is very misleading a lot of the times. Sturm says he will be the next person to set up. Oh, and Aston Martin of Neki Yohio is out of the session and it looks like he's crashed on the exit of turn 10, I think that is. This has been a disaster start for Aston Martin. Babish has a 5-second penalty and Neki Yoho is going to go out in Q1. Yeah, I agree, Stein. That is tyre wasting for F1 Mad. I don't know the strategy, but we'll see what Haas are cooking. What is Ibrahim cooking? Coming to the line. The Mercedes maximising the track. Cross the line and goes second. Good lap there from Ibrahim. And that should see him through to Q2. Adrenaline was on a lap, but he invalidated. Oh, and Husky has stopped. Nearly got in the way of F1 Mad there. Didn't. F1 Mad isn't improving on his mediums. I think he might go again. But then again, he's low on fuel, so I don't know what he's doing. Oh, Husky's left. Have I got Husky? Let me check if I've got Husky. Oh, I do. Okay, so I'm got Husky back. So if he gets back in. Harris is pitting, so very strange strategy from the Haas. Adrenaline was on a lap, but he invalidated. He's charged his battery though, so I think he might go again. But then again, he's low on fuel. Oh, he doesn't care. He's going again, Adrenaline. Also, Shifty Wazza is starting a lap. So F1 Mad, apparently that skirmish with Neki Ohio was a collision. So we'll see what happens with the stewards after that, but unfortunate for both drivers with F1 Mad getting impeded and Neki Ohio ending up in the wall. So we'll see what the stewards have to say about that after the session. We'll stick with Shifty Wazza. He may not feel safe only in P10. But F1 my way here, I do have to ask, how come you set a time on softs and then decide to go back out on the mediums as well? It's just kind of tyre wasting. Well, it'd be great to hear your opinion. Oh, getting on the curve there, Shifty Wazza nearly. Well, he did beach himself, but he's going to have lost a lot of time. Wazza's still going through, really getting close to a wall. Around a foul turn, no, nearly in the barriers has been very, very minimal from Shifty Wazza. Is it going to improve? He improves by 1 position to jump his teammates, so does improve, but I don't think as much as he would have wanted. Tuj, there he was on a lap, but he's not improving. The top one was really bad, and the medium so I could go quicker on 2 sets. I mean, to be fair, I don't think this game's predictions are very accurate. Adrenaline went for another lap, but he has run out of fuel, so also not race. Okay, well, Nagram cannot join back anymore. So I just got to tell him, because otherwise it'll just keep causing micro away. Meanwhile, is anybody else on a lap? Volt. Oh, he set a lap. Only goes 13th though, so he still might not feel safe. Jungle King though, he's on a lap at 8 temps up, looking good for Jungle King. So Jungle King coming to the line now, 14th, near the drop zone. Only 13th though, so must have made a mistake in that final sector that I didn't see. Bavish though, with a 5-place grid penalty, he's slightly improving. What can Bavish do? On the verge of getting knocked out. Needs to try and salvage. Bavish only P13, so he might be safe. So Husky in the drop zone, that would be a bit of a... So yeah, Rise wants to spectate Husky, so we will. Oh, and Hardcase has requested an ear rape, so while on board, Husky now coming through the line. The drop zone currently, it'll be a bit of a shock if he went out of the session. Husky really needs to improve, and he comes to the line and goes P7. That should see him through to Q2. Good luck there for Husky to remove himself from the danger zone. But there's still others trying to improve. 3 minutes of the session left to go. Now, Bavish. Is he on a lap or is he coming into pits? I think he may be coming in. So we will cut away from him. Adrenaline, though. He's about to start a lap. Yeah, that is it, right? Kingaz is also on a lap. So I'll sit the Alpha Tauri and see how he does on his lap. Or maybe just don't request ear rape then if it don't work. Maybe my mic can't take it. But that time from Rise has stood at the top for this session, so his first lap he felt he didn't even need to improve and will stay in P1. 2 minutes left though, we might see some people start to come out on track now. Husky is coming in. Twooge there, he's starting a lap. He doesn't feel he's safe with P9. King Gazo, we stuck with him. Where can he go? Only P10, but that I think will be enough to get him through to the next session. Twooge Dairy, what can he do? The singing maestro himself. So strangely, F1 Mad has gone back out. Also, Adrenaline. Oh, Adrenaline went P7 in the middle of all that. So, Adrenaline finally getting some pace in and will progress to the next part of qualifying. But nobody in the drop zone has come back out. So, all these drivers are going to be out, surely. There's only 3 people on track. The others feel that they are safe. So, Nagrom, after constantly disconnecting, he is out. Nikiohio, after he had a collision with F1 Mad, is out. And Jungle King and Bavish are both out. Those are 2 pretty quick people, so yeah, very, very strange. Bavish and Jungle King both out. So Volt just about gets through to next part qualifying. We have still got a few laps though to complete. Twoosterry went P7. Although it'll matter too much. Adrenaline has finished his lap, so AOS will be the last to do a lap. We'll see what you can do in the Haas. Oh, that's wide though from F1 Mad. Oh, just about hanging on to it, but getting a lot of curve on his lap so far. And he has retired. Oh, that could be looked at. I mean, he has retired on track, but I can understand why he retired, so maybe investigated. He doesn't want to get any more PPs than he already does. F1 Mad, so. So adrenaline's coming in, so we just wait for Toulouse Dairy to come into the pits. And that'll be a qualifying session. And it is Rise and Alpine in general, first and third, setting the pace. But Excellence has got an extra set of tyres because he set that lap on mediums, and still, it's a very good lap for medium tyres. Oh, and Toulouse Dairy's crossed the line instead of going into the pits because it is locked quicker. So that is your Q1 session, 18 minutes, and 4 people have been knocked out. One of which was through disconnections, the other through a DNF, and the 2 others were just purely on pace. But it is Rise setting the early pace with Ibrahim just behind him, Eraser not too far away, and then Jamie and Excellence, the 2 other championship rivals, not so far behind. But we look at who has been knocked out. We have got Nagrom, Nekioyo, Jungle King, and Babish. But Babish, with that 5-place grid penalty, will start dead last. So that is your Q1 session, and we move on to Q2, where the next 5 will get knocked out. But keep an eye on Excellence, because he has got an extra set of tyres than everybody else. But right now, it's Rise setting the early pace, but Jamie and Excellence not too far behind. So on to Q2 we go. And 15 minutes to decide the next 5 getting knocked out. So the 2 rookies that got through were JW Curtis and Umka. Nagrov got knocked out. He was one of the rookies. ARS has got a trend of getting out very early. Whether it's a trend that'll work, we will soon find out. We will give the others a bit of track evolution, but ARS really likes getting out early. Everybody coming out on new tyres. It seems looking to progress to the next part of qualifying easily, and they won't have to worry about not setting a good lap on old tyres. We'll stick with ARS, who will set the benchmark time as well. And if you want to get some predictions in, spend your points in chat, please do. If you can predict to me your top 3 in quali, then respect to you. But just to let you know, Jamie Hester, even if... Oh, he's doing a bit of battling with Adrenaline there. Even if he wins and Rise and Excellence, DNF. He still cannot win the championship. So no matter what, the championship will be carrying on to Zandvoort. Meanwhile, we will stick with F1 Mad, who is going for another lap. Get the graphics on as well. Fastest time in Q1 was 27.6. We'll see what F1 Mad can do compared to that time by Rise. We'll beat you on a curb a little bit there, but that doesn't cost you too much time if you get it right. And Haas's around Saudi Arabia haven't fared too well, especially with the Mick Schumacher crash in 2022. Yeah, I mean, Bowers, that's your teammate of all people. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure how it happened, but you can report it to the stewards and we'll see who is at fault afterwards. But manoeuvring through, F1 Mad. Seems like a clean lap so far. Just over a minute for the middle sector. That's off though. And he did very well to avoid the barriers there. But that lap is ruined for F1 Mad. Skidding through the chicane of 22 and 23. So F1 Mad will have to go again. Meanwhile, we have got people looking to set laps behind. Excellence is just starting his. F1 Mad's teammate, Hardcase, rounding the final turn. Hardcase comes to the line and it will be a 27.9. So 3 tenths off Rise's time at first. The McLaren of Haskey now comes to the line. He will set a 129.4, quite ways off the pace. J Rise is starting his lap. Oh, Hardcase was retired. Hardcase is retired for possession. He just set his lap. But now he is out. So a big blow there. JW Curtis goes top with a 28.7. That is extremely strange, as both Red Bulls about to start their laps. Sorry, Adrenaline was finishing his. Oh, they were both finishing, sorry. 30.6 and a 37.4. I think Volt might go again. Times all rattling in now. 28.1 for Kingaz. Hardcase still would have had the fastest time, though. I don't know even know what happened. On his in-lap, he has crashed out, so incredibly strange. Meanwhile, Excellence. Still going on his lap. He looks to be on a quick lap. I took my wheel if at turn 4 like a wall. I mean, you have to evaluate Hardcase. I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, very unfortunate DNF for you. So now there's only 4 people at risk of getting knocked out because we know Hardcase will get knocked out. Meanwhile, Excellence 27.0. Now that's a lap, showing what he can do on the soft tyres. So Excellence really setting the pace. A second faster than the nearest car. Rapid from the Williams. Rise, though, if anyone's going to counter that, it's going to be him. Fastest in Q1, what can he do about it? He's also on soft. Rise comes to the line, and it's 27.4. He improves his time. Still 4 tenths off Excellence. So it really was a huge lap from the Williams. Ferrari of Umcar was on a lap, but he has invalidated. So the rookie in the drop zone for now. ARS and Ibrahim have come out for outlaps. ARS has come back out after he made a mistake. Whereas Volt goes to P6. Haskey moved down to P7. We've got a few invalidations. Meanwhile, Ibrahim is starting his lap. The only one on a lap. The front person who's on a lap at the minute. Shifty Wads behind is on a lap. F1 Mad is also about to start one. Hardcase, that is such a shame, especially because you're on an in-lap. I mean, yeah, if you're on a lap, then I get it, but in-lap, that is very strange. Meanwhile, we'll stick with the people currently on laps, which is Ibrahim. Diamond's probably willing his Mercedes boys on. Oh, squirming a bit there out of the chicane. Just avoiding the wall, Ibrahim. Mercedes swerving through the long straight. Just avoiding beaching his car on a curve there. Ibrahim, is he going to get a little slipstream there from the car in front? Possibly a little bit of effect. Ibrahim coming around the final corner now. Maximising the track towards the line. Second fastest in Q1, and on the mediums goes 4th fastest, so pretty good lap there from Ibrahim, especially since he's on the mediums. As F1 Mad is invalidated again, F1 Mad is not having a good session. Made a mistake which cost him a lap, and now he's invalidated, so this is really touch and go for F1 Mad here, as he will have wasted pretty much all of his soft tyres. Shishi Wazvo, he went P5 in the middle of all that. Now Tuj starting his lap now. Racing and Jamie Hester coming out laps now, so keep an eye on Jamie, championship leader. So make sure in chat that audio is okay if you need me to turn myself up, or if you need me to turn the game sound up. But we'll stick with Tuj now. One of the fastest in this div. Will be looking to get into the final part qualifying. Right, cheers, idiot. Tujo's still going on his lap race and nicely gets out of the way. Purple middle sector, but whether that's true or not, we'll find out later. Hardcase is out of session, King Gaz. Hardcase crashed on his in lap. So yeah, and if you DNF, it automatically like puts you to the bottom. So yeah, Hardcase is out, and he will be knocked out of this session. Tuj comes to the line and goes P3 with a 27.8. Well, the top 4 very spread out, 1.1 seconds between all 4 of them. It's very close behind that though, so see how session transpires. I saw Haskey finishing a lap, and it's only 29.4, but I think he's going again. But we'll stick with Jamie Hester, championship leader. Really needs to just minimise the damage to Excellence and Rise, because he has been making a few mistakes these last few races. Oh, and what was F1 Mad doing there? Bit strange from Bahas, but Jamie Hester coming to the line, and it's only P4 for the Alfa Romeo, but I think that may be enough to just get through. He might go for another lap though, just to be certain. No, King Gaz, it doesn't count, because if you DNF, your laps automatically become useless, so he will be out. Or will be, because he is P10. I don't know, I guess we'll have to find out. Only 4.5 minutes of the session left. So it's still game on. ARS coming back out again to try and salvage his session. Haskey though, he is 6 tenths up, and he needs a good lap. The American being patriotic for his beautiful country, and he wants to show that in hyperdrive here. Come around the final turn, the commentator comes to the line, wants to make it to Q3. We've currently got a rookie in Q3. What can Haskey do about that? And displaces Adrenaline in P8. That then knocks a rookie down, but then Rise's teammate of Racing goes P3. Both Alpines showing very good pace here to go P2 and 3. Meanwhile, Jamie Hester is coming into pit, so I think he may be safe to the next part of qualifying. I doubt the people at the back will improve by 7 tenths, but you never know. Bolt is about to start a lap time. He is just coasting for now. JW Curtis is on his out lap. Adrenaline is also on his out lap, so these will be the final times of Q2. Just 3 minutes left. We expect ARS and Umka to come out, and on Q, ARS comes out for a lap now. Also, Mercedes of Ibrahim coming out, so he doesn't think that he is safe, and he thinks he needs to do another lap just to certify his place in Q3. Racing is on his in lap after setting that very decent P3 time. Shifty Wazovo starting a lap now. He also doesn't think he's safe in P8, so what can the AlphaTauri do? The AlphaTauri is probably the most match pairing, I'd say, in Div 3. Very similar drivers. What can Shifty Waza do? Doesn't want to do a hard case and rip his wheel off, and he doesn't. Making sure not to beat your car on that curb, because that is a deadly curb in this game. Many of the curbs around Saudi Arabia are incredibly difficult. Adrenaline not too far behind on his lap though, getting a bit squirmy on the exit of turn 10. Bolt also just behind Adrenaline on his lap. So these are your final times of Q2. Shifty Waza making his way, flicking right and flicking left. Ooh, it's a wall, will that be damage? He may just have got away with it there, but Shifty Waza still going through what is his middle sector time. And he's 10th down, his best time. Really needs to improve, that's not going to help. He goes wide and beats his car on the curb. So that could be his session over. Because I doubt he's going to improve from that mistake. We'll keep on board with him to see if he can improve. But he might be Pierre Max and he's hit the wall again, and I think that is it. Yes, it is. It's not over for Adrenaline though. What can he do in the Red Bull? Adrenaline coming up to the line now, and he goes P3. Good luck there from the Red Bull. So he will go through to Q3. Bolt now, he goes P7. That may be just enough to get to the next part. JW Curtis and F1 Mad are also on laps. JW Curtis closest to the line though. We're stuck with him. For rookie, only 2 rookies left in this session. Umcat and JW Curtis both in the drop zone. But what can the Mercedes do? Coming around the final corner. JW Curtis sprints to the line. Nearly going all 4 wheels out. And goes P8. So that may be enough to get through. Aerosclip Gaming, what is he doing? Purple middle sector. That looks like a good lap. Doesn't mess it up at the chicane this time, unlike last time. And if he doesn't do a Max Verstappen, he could get through. That seemed nice and clean out the last corner. ARS coming up to the line now. Crosses the line and goes P3, so that will see him through. There's still others on laps though. Oh, Ibrahim is out the session. I think he may have retired on track, so I'll have a look at that. Meanwhile, the rookie Umka, he is on a lap and he may be the last to try and set a lap. Although Rise, he's actually gone back out and he's looking to improve. So he's definitely through at that time, but he wants bragging rights to top Q2 as well. He's top Q3 and can he do Q2 as well? Jamie's also on a lap to try and improve his P7 time. Rise comes to the line. Still can't beat Excellence. 12 milliseconds at that, to be fair, but still. Yeah, J Rise, even with 2 laps, can't beat the Williams. But Umcab, Barocchi, can he do anything? Can he get into Q3? Can we see 2 rookies in Q3? Umcat comes to the line and goes P5. And, ooh, does that not Curtis out because Hardcase retired? We'll just specify for you who gets through because that is a bit glitchy, but that is your top 9 definitely, and we know that Husky is knocked out, Shifty Wazza and King Gaz are knocked out. 3 big names there, all going out. Ibrahim is also out. We just need to confirm whether it is JW Curtis or Hardcase through. ARS, I think, has burnt all his sets of softs in this session. King Gaz 40 would be safe. Oh, well. It did not calculate that well. But we just need to confirm who is through to the next part of qualifying. Oh, wait. Oh, so Hardcase is out as well as the people behind. So, very strange. We were only going to see 9 people in Q3. But the actual people knocked out then. Husky, Shifty Wazo, and King Gaz all knocked out on pace. Ibrahim retired. And JW Curtis would have got through, but Hardcase effectively knocking him out, even though he DNF'd earlier on in the session. It's a very strange session, but fair play to Umkab. A rookie from Turkey gets through to Q3. But excellent teams I want to beat in a minute, and the top 3 in the championship, all in the top 3 currently. ARS still managed to get through after his difficult session, but also both Polish men, Twujsteri and Volt, also getting through. So it's a very mixed up Q3, and we will see who can prevail. I thought they did Mars. It's strange because, like, remember Mick Schumacher in 2021? He crashed in France during qualifying, and he was 15th at the time. And that ended the session, but he still got through to Q3. He just couldn't set a lap time because his car was broken. Q2, sorry. So I just thought it worked like that. But enough about logistics. It is time for the timing and who is the fastest here. Looks like it's going to be a race between Excellence, Jamie, and Rise. ARS really fond of getting out on track first. He's wasting no time. Volt also going out early along with J Rise. The others shall wait and see what they can do, but only 9 in this session, keep in mind. This is Q3, 12 minutes to decide the pole. And the only team with both drivers through is Red Bull and Alpine. The others are all alone. Hola, Jundy Sunday. Shame you couldn't be racing today. But you'll be willing on your teammate Jamie Hester in his championship hopes. Meanwhile, ARS once again will be first to set a lap. So still with a Haas, he will set the time for the rest to chase in this session. Let's ride on board with him to see the quality of this lap. Needs to make sure he doesn't get many more penalty points ARS this race, and getting into Q3 will keep him out of the action a little bit more. Maneuvering his way through turn 1 and 2. Squirming on traction, still getting it through nicely. Making sure not to rip his wheel off. A little cautious through there, beaching on the curve a bit, but still getting it through nicely. Swerving through his technical right left section. Gets on the curb nicely. Nice exit there for ARS coming to the first sector split. 32.3, that's one of the first fastest sector ones we have seen so far this session, I think. We'll see how it compares to the rest. With the Williams there, which got out of the way. Hits a curb nicely, ARS, but then goes into wall squirming with traction. So that'll be ARS's lap ruined. And maybe the Williams of Excellence distracted him a little, but that is on ARS and that mistake. Who was next behind him? I think it was Volts who's next on a lap. So we'll stick with the Red Bull. Volt maneuvering his way through the twisty end of Sector 2. And flicking it through, misses the apex a little, just about avoids beaching it on the curb. Williams of Excellence gets out of the way nicely. But Volt coming around the penultimate turn, now braking into the final corner. Rotates it through nicely, and on the power, Volt will set the benchmark for the rest to chase. Bolt comes to the line, and it will be a 28.5. Well, that is much slower than the fastest time we've seen so far. Rise was on a lap, but invalidated. But he's charged up his battery, so I think he may be going again. We've only got 6 people on track. The rest are in the pits. So we do have to wait a little for the rest to set their laps. Meanwhile, Umka on the mediums. So, interesting strategy here for Umka. Wanting to save a set of mediums, set of softs maybe for a race, but doing it in Q3 is very strange. But he has got to Q3 in the Ferrari, and that is what matters. Umka coming around the final turn. Coming up to the line now. The Ferrari crosses the line on the mediums and goes faster than Volt. Good effort there from Umka. But the Red Bull of Adrenaline behind is starting his lap. Now, Jamie Hester, championship leader. What can he do? And he goes fastest with a 27.3. Excellence is Q2 time, though. Still unbeaten. 27.0. Excellence coming round. He's looked like the fastest man all session. Next to Rise. And can he go even faster than what he did in Q2? Oh, Adrenaline's out. Adrenaline's crashed at the end of the first sector. So Adrenaline will participate no further in this session. So that's a free position for everyone else. Unfortunate for Adrenaline. It's a 26.8 though for Excellence. And that is what the rest have got to chase for. 2 tenths faster than his previous lap. And it is game on here in Saudi Arabia. What can Rise and everybody else do about that? I'll take up what Rise can do. We're about to find out. Rise coming to the line now. The Alpine comes to the line, and it's only a 27.5. Only P3. And he set a 27.0 earlier, so he must have made a mistake on that lap. But those are your first few laps, and the others have either DNF'd or invalidated. Racer, no, he has not come out yet. He's coming out now. ARS annoyed about his mistakes earlier. So we'll wait racing. He's looked very close to Rise this session. He's always been up there in the top 5 so far. So here comes Racing now. What can he do compared to his teammate? Trusteri coming out for an outlap now. And the others are coming into a pits who have already set a lap. ARS, I take it you have no new softs left. But we'll focus with Racing for now. He's going to want to be up there with his teammate, really, because we do have to talk about the championship picture. Because if Racing can be up there to help Rise, Racing will try and compromise Jamie Hester and Excellence as much as possible. Because, yeah, obviously because of the championship picture. I don't know if they've planned this out before. But Racing will hope to help his teammate out, I assume. Oh, Clip Gamer somehow has a fresh set left. So he can still try and get up there with Excellence, Jamie and Rise. But what can Racing do? So it's like a pretty neat lap so far. Middle sector split, 1 minute 3. Seems pretty decent. Just avoids beaching it on the curb. And Racing coming around the final 2 flat out corners. And if he doesn't Max Verstappen it, then this could be a good lap for the Alpine. Racing braking as late as he dares into the final turn, gets it rotated, and Racing will now come to the line. Racing the Alpine goes to P4 just behind his teammate. So that's useful for Rise with his teammate right up there, but we do have to keep an eye on Umka because he did a 28.0 on mediums. He has now got a set of softs to try and go fastest now. Now Trusteri starting his lap, the singing maestro himself. What can he do? This may be his final lap. I think it will be his final lap. He's only doing 1 lap. Because he's only got 3.5 minutes left, so this has to count for Trusteri. Bolt also coming out on an outlap. I also think that was Racing's final time because I don't think he's got time to get round coming to the pits and change tyres. Or maybe he does. It's going to be tight if he decides to go back out. Switch stereo, though. We'll keep with the McLaren. Oh, beaching on a curve a little. Just about avoids it, though. 32.4. That is pretty competitive from Twooge. He got pole in Div 2, remember? That iconic moment a few weeks back in Mexico. But what can he do in his personal div now? This is the apex a little still. Nicely clobbers a curb. And still rotating through Twooge steering. Some other people starting to come out for their final laps now. Goes 7th gear, interesting strategy, and he beats a curb. That's going to cost him time. Twooge coming round to the final corner. Rotates it in nicely, and on the power, what can Twooge Sterry do? His only lap. The only McLaren left in this session. Twooge Sterry comes to the line, and he goes P5. So Twooge Sterry is at max P5 for this session. But I don't expect that to stand with all the others looking to set times. So adrenaline is out. We have 8 people vying for pole, but make that 6 as Racing and Twooge have already set their final lap. So 6 people left in contention. Bolt, he's currently on a lap. This will be his final lap. So what can he do in a Red Bull? His other Red Bull has DNF'd. His teammate has DNF'd of adrenaline. We're looking to avenge his fallen teammate. Bolt comes to the line. 28.5. Now it's a 27.8 and just about displaces Twooge in P5. So good effort there from Volt in the Red Bull. He is top 5 at the minute. I think that might be his best qualifying session. So 3 down, 5 to go. Who will be first to start the lap? It will be Jay Rise. He's looked the second quickest all session. But he is only P3 at the minute, 7 tenths behind his rival. And this race could decide whether the championship turns into a 2-horse race. Because Excellence and Rise, they cannot afford to take points off each other. They need to be catching Jamie if they want any hope of taking the title. But only one of them can win, and only one of them may be able to keep up with Jamie. So it's crucial for Rise to beat Excellence today and take back P2 in the championship. So Rise coming through on his lap. Gets it through nicely, sector 1. First sector split, 31.8. That is a good first sector. 3 tenths up on his best time. Or just avoids a wall on the exit. This is a really on the edge lap there from Rise so far. Can he hit the apex nicely? Oh, he hits it perfectly, Rise. It's a beautiful lap so far from the Alpine. Still going Rise. Getting as close as he wants to the walls. Another crucial corner. Can he hit the apex? Yes, he does. Rise on a beautiful lap here, looks like. And what can he do? Can he challenge Excellence? Can he take pole position here in Saudi Arabia? Has to make sure he doesn't Max Verstappen it. And he doesn't. Gets on the traction nicely. Racing is out for session. He seems to have crashed. But what can his teammate do? Rise comes to the line. And it's a 26.7. He does go pole by a 10th. So what have the rest got in response to that? Umcar on a lap. ARS. He will be the next to cross the line. Hasn't set a lap so far this session. What can ARS do? Coming to the line now. ARS comes to the line and goes P4 with 27.3. But what have Jamie and Excellence got to say? Excellence is invalidated. He was slightly up, but Excellence has invalidated. He's only P2. But what is Jamie doing? He's 3 tenths up. If he has a good final sector, he could displace Excellence in P2. Rookie steps across the line. He's 5 tenths up. What can the Ferrari do? Umcar comes to the line and goes P5. Great effort from the rookie. Twooge will not be able to go again. Jamie is the only man left to stop Jay Rise. Jamie, the championship leader, comes to the line and does not improve to another position. He improves his time, but is still behind Excellence. Jay Rise is on pole once again, showing his quality pace. Incredible lap from the Alpine. Excellence will have to settle for second, just a tenth between the two. Jamie not too far behind. But the top three in the championship are the top three here, but it's in reverse order. So Jay Rise will really fancy his chances going into the race in a few minutes. ARS, good effort from him in P4 as well. And that is your Q3 session. And we are set up for a brilliant Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And we expect nothing less of chaos because this race always produces bangers. But that is your top 9. Jay Rise takes pole from Excellence and Jamie Esther. All the top 3 in the championship, right with each other. ARS just behind that in P4. The top 3 really seem clear of everybody else. Umka, P5, the rookie, brilliant effort. Racing is P6 after he DNF'd. Bolt is P7 in the Red Bull. Twosteri P8 for last of the people to set their times. And Adrenaline after DNFing early will start P9. So that is your grid. And we will be starting the race shortly. Let's hope nobody readies up early because that has been a trend the past few races. If somebody can chuck me a hydrate, that would be very grateful. Ready for my fast talking on the first lap. Oh. What's happening here? This is strange. It's not nighttime. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is my game, like, looking weird, but someone could tell me in chat if it's not nighttime. Thank you, Idiot, for the hydrate. Yeah, quality did take too long. I think we may have to restart because this is going to be very difficult to race on for the drivers. We're just debating whether we're restarting or not. And I think we may be restarting. And we are retiring. Okay. King Gaz, man. So we are restarting. So people who used all their tyres are extremely lucky because now they get all the fresh tyres in the world. I'll make the lobby because um I need to make the grid. So sorry for this inconvenience, everybody. But yeah, King Gaz has been a silly boy. Oh, I'll put it on clear because it was clear before. So let's just sort the grid out. So far, Bavish was the last out of these. Volt was pretty high. Umcal was very high as well. Excellence was also up there. We're getting a load of people in now. So Excellence P2, Jamie P3. Umcat is behind these. Volt is P6, I think. No, Husky was very far back as well. Rise is right over there first. So Excellence, Jamie. Twooge is up there. No, Racing was up there. Let's just sorting this out. Bavish was dead last, I'm pretty sure. Just waiting on F1 Mad so I can slot him into other areas. I'll slot him into 4th. So that'll be Racing there, Volt there, Twooge there, and Adrenaline is just above him, but we're waiting for him to join. A hard case was P10. Then it was JW Curtis. Then it was Ibrahim. Then it was King Gaz and Shifty Wazza. Waiting on the rest. So this is a correct grid, I think, for now. We're just waiting on the others to join. King Gals was 13th. Yeah. If anyone's watching this stream, can so there's Adrenaline, so I can move him up. Adrenaline was behind Swooge, Hardcase and JW, then Ibrahim, and Shifty. Jungle King's there. Something missing there. I think that may be the order. Sorry for this inconvenience, everybody, but it's just a pain that King Gaz didn't set it to clear. Okay, I finally got the grid, so I can finally set it. So Nicky Yo is last out of them. Barish is 16th. Wait, where's... Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the grid. Okay, I think that is everybody. Okay, so everyone is finally in the correct positions and we should get going soon. Oh yeah, we gotta do restrictions. So we should finally get going soon, everybody. So sorry for the wait, but we've got to go shout at King Gaz for that. Sorry for the inconvenience, everybody. Okay, I think we are ready to go. So we are ready up now. So sorry for inconvenience, everybody, but we are finally ready to go. Shut up, F1 Mad. Sissy are better. You 10th in the table. Anyway, so we're ready to go. I think the grid is all correct. So let's hope everyone's happy with their grid positions. And even if I one off, I don't start raging. So we are finally ready to go, and we are finally going to get a race. So think of it as we've just finished quali, and we're back here again. So top 3 in the championship, all starting top 3 on the grid, but it is the reverse way around. So Rise will look to capitalise on this big opportunity. And hooray, it is night time. So I don't think there'll be anything stopping us from starting now. So we await the start of a race. And get your predictions in, or get some point spending if you want. Because we are about to start. So any predictions you want to make, please make them now. Any points you want to spend, please spend them now. Although you can spend them in a race as well. Let's hope nobody raises up early as well. Aside from F1 Mad's United Chance, we are all ready to go. I've told them to ready up at 45, and that is just 35 seconds away. So we should get going soon. Oh, well, somebody has readied up early though, because I can hear the beeping, so... Obviously, there always had to be one, but we still have had a bit of time to get going. But we are ready to get going now for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 5 lights on. And the lights are out. And now the drivers are away. And There's a safety car. There's a safety car. Okay. So the safety car has already glitched and we are away, but the safety car has come out. And this is why I wanted to... And this is why I want to turn safety car off. It's just always Div 3, isn't it? There's always something wrong with Div 3. We just can't get through. Oh, and Twitch areas left. Okay. It's just brilliant. It's always Div 3, isn't it? Oh yeah, I will show you tyres in a second. That was Twitch staring. Tyres, yes, I should show you tyres. So, Rise, Excellence mediums. Jamie Hester on the hards, interestingly. It's a bit of a mix between the whole field. ARS on soft, so I need to keep an eye on him. But once again, the safety car glitching, and we've really got to consider turning it off because we just can't keep doing this. Neon never back, so Trush there is back in. Nagrom keeps disconnecting, so I don't think he's going to get an invite back. And Nagrom's got a 5-play script penalty for a non-yellow flag, and Husky is left. This keeps going poorly, doesn't it? But has there been any position changes? Well, some people managed to finesse their way in some positions, even though it was a safety car. Shifty Was and Ibrahim managed to gain 2 positions each. So fair play. Hardcase also gained a position, so Haas going well off the start. Yeah, now we just wait for the start of the race. Because the actual start of our race was just a safety car straight away. Let me just double check the safety car settings are reduced. Alright. The safety car reduced, so yeah, no clue. And I hope we get it in this lap, although I don't think we will. I mean, everyone's already bunched up. Oh, what's happening with Ibrahim and Hardcase? They're having a little duel at the back. We'll come back to tyres though, so people know who is in what situation. But yeah, we need to keep an eye on F1 Mad, because he'll be looking to overtake a lot of people off start. Ooh, the Ferrari of Umcar is ghosted. Is he disconnected? I mean, I don't have him added, so I can't add him back, even if I wanted to. Is anybody else ghosted in the field? Oh, safety car is in this lap, so that's good. I'll invite Husky back again. He is still ghosted. Husky's not even online, so I couldn't want to even if I wanted to. Anyway, we go back to the front. Excellence will be eyeing up Rise and seeing when he's going to go. Yeah, it's a bug safety car, Sunday. It just went on as soon as we got off the line. But J Rise setting the pace, getting ready to go and coming around this final turn. When is he going to get going? Riding on board with Excellence. Now he gets on the power, and now we finally have a race on our hands. We go racing here in Saudi Arabia. Let's go to ARS Clip Gaming on those soft tyres. They'll be looking to make quick work of the hard runner of Jamie Hester. Meanwhile, we'll cut so back. Are there any battles going on? Yes, there are. Bolts inside the ghosted Umcar, trying to go around the outside of racing. Didn't quite work out. There's a bit of contact there between Ibrahim and Hardcase. Ibrahim up to P9. He's also on the softs, so he'll be able to capitalise on his tyres. Babish overtakes the ghosted car of Husky, so a lot of ghost car, unfortunately. But right now is Rise up in the lead and trying to get away from Excellence, but he's not going to let that happen. Meanwhile, ARS looking very quick on those soft tyres, but that's going to be a warning on the curb. Meanwhile, Umcar still dropping back as Ibrahim clobbers the curb on the outside. He's had a very good start, Ibrahim, up 4 positions. Having a look at Twoosh Derry now. a Mercedes of Ibrahim. Trying to go around the outside. Doesn't quite work out. Now he gets on a power, and that's going to lose him a lot of time to the guy in front. Meanwhile, I'll cut back to the front. ARS on his soft tyres. Goes a little wide, though, trying to get ahead. Excellence also going wide. So a lot of warnings in the early stages of this race. But the top 4 seems to be blitzing away from the rest. Racing dropping back a bit. He's falling into the clutches of Volt. Meanwhile, it's Ibrahim trying to go for a dicey move onto HDR. Surely not. He's going to go to the inside. No, he thinks better of it. Trying to get a better race, and he does so. HDR clobs the curve. Now he's on the inside. Good move there from Ibrahim. Brilliant positioning of his car, and he's up into P7. What a start it has been for the Mercedes. Meanwhile, back to the front. Excellence all over the back of J. Rise. Really wants that lead early on the exit. He's burning his battery. J. Rise is just going to let him have it. Excellence to the outside and they get a contact. What's going on there? They're heading towards the line. Here comes Jamie Esther. Are we going to go 3 wide? The 3 task contenders. 3 wide into turn 1. Excellence down the inside. Jamie Esther down the inside. Now on the outside. Trying to go around the outside of Excellence. Gets squeezed out. Excellence squirms a bit on the exit. Now ARS trying to capitalise. Brilliant battling between these 4. And that was nearly game over for Excellence. Nearly went into the wall. Jamie Esther on the hards. Clearly not phased by the slower tyre. Up to P2. Brilliant racing between these guys. ARS really needs to use his soft well as Excellence beaches his car on the curb, and it's awful when you do that. He's lost so much time as he rejoins a bit unsafely there. Racing now gets ahead, but is that an illegal overtake? He doesn't seem to be giving it back, so no, Excellence really having a horrible few corners here, and he's all the way down to P5 now. After starting P2, and it's looked like the top 3 are just pulling away a bit now. Excellence trying to come back at Racing to the inside. That's not going to work through that corner. Volt not too far behind, trying to capitalise as well. But this has been brilliant racing on the first few laps here. Racing's got back within the DRS of F1 Mad. As Rise is absolutely blitzing it up at the front. He's broke the DRS of Jamie Esther, but expect that because Jamie Esther's on the worst tyre. Racing starting to catch F1 Mad now. F1 Mad not using those softs as well as he would have, I think. He's already been a lot of battery as well. Ooh, Rice squirming into the final corner. Meanwhile, Racing having a look around the outside of ARS. Quick gaming able to work out. Bit aggressive there from F1 Mad, but now on the exit. Squeezing him all the way. What on earth is going on there? F1 Mad squeezes Racing into the wall. ARS has gone into the pit lane now. What on earth has gone on there? Meanwhile, Ibrahim, what a start he's had. Up to P4 now. He started P12. He's gained 8 positions in 2 laps. Incredible stuff. Excellence now back up into P3. But what on earth was F1 Mad doing there? Squeezed Comic. Sorry, not Comic. Racing into the wall, and that's just cost them both tons of time. Racing has lost a bit of his front wing. He's now being pushed along by Hardcase as now he's beat his car on the curb, and it's the wall even more. He's lucky to not DNF there. And he comes back on the track, hopefully not trying to impede anyone. He doesn't, thankfully. And on the exit, that is both Racing's and F1 Mad's race is ruined. And if F1 Mad doesn't want to get any more penalty points, he could be at risk of getting a league ban after this. Meanwhile, Volt, did he get wing damage from that ordeal? Yes, he did. I can see a bit of his wing plate hanging off. So Volt got wing damage from that as well. Yeah, Comic, I agree. What on earth was F1 Mad doing? Meanwhile, there's a bit of skirmish at the back. I think, what's up to Racing? Racing continuing further back with his broken front wing. Meanwhile, Babish and Adrenaline going wheel to wheel. This is a risky place to go wheel to wheel. Babish just stays behind Umka for now. Meanwhile, Adrenaline really struggling, going wide again. So much battling throughout the field. Volt trying to come back at Ibrahim. Invo's got wing damage. He doesn't care. He's going down the inside. Ibrahim's got wing damage as well. On the exit, Racing has finally crashed. He just couldn't get through with his broken front wing. No safety car. Do they want to come into a pits? Ibrahim is. Volt staying out with his wing damage. Hardcase now leads this mini train. Meanwhile, we cut back to Kingaz, who's now got ahead of JW Curtis. Can Curtis come back down the inside? No, we can't, as ARS is retired. Hate to say it, but that's a bit of karma. ARS is now out of the race. As both Racing and ARS Quick Gaming are out. Hello, DeVito, you've missed a lot since the start. But simply put, ARS slammed Racing into the wall and he got karma for it. So they are both out now. Meanwhile, Volt really struggling with his wind damage. You can see the position. 2 Hardcase. Hardcase nearly spins out. Nikioho has left the session. I don't think I've got him added, so someone else in the lobby will have to bring him back in. Invite. Yeah, sorry, Husky. I did invite you earlier. You can use that one if you want. There you go, Husky. Meanwhile, Volt battling with JW Curtis now. Volt thinks better of that and backs out. His wing damage is really costing them a lot. Meanwhile, we'll cut back to the front. We haven't really seen the top 3 since all that battling's gone on. F1 mad, come on, mate. That's not an excuse, though. Like, you can't just steer into a car that's alongside you. Like, you can't do that. Meanwhile, Excellence has got within the DRS of Jamie, and Jamie into car behind right. So it looks like a race between the top 3 in the championship right now. Trusteri, he's had a good start as well. He's gaining on hard case. He's got minus fuel, though, so that's an interesting strategy. He's gone for the low fuel option. Round the outside goes Tuj off hard case. Oh, bit of contact there nearly on the exit. Brilliant racing between the two. Now heading down the straight is Tuj with the DRS, blocking Kingaz. Two behind them too. Can he get 2 positions for 1? He goes out of hard case now to the inside of Trusteri. It's turn 1. Kingaz down the inside, takes P4. What a start he has made. He started P15. He is now up into P4. Incredible move there. Meanwhile, on the exit, but nearly 3 wide. That was close. JW Curtis on the inside of hard case. Hardcase just gets ahead. Crazy battling here. Meanwhile, Excellence all over back of Jamie Hester. And here he comes now to the outside. Neither wants to cede the position. 2 seconds behind Rise now, but just losing more time to the Alpine. Oh, is there's Hardcase? Oh, how on earth as he kept back in the straight line. He spun himself on the curb, somehow didn't crash. And Hardcase manages to stay in P7 somehow, but his car's all over the place. I wonder if he has rear wing damage or something. The top 3, they're 7.7 seconds clear of the next car. Really, a safety car to spice up this race. That is risky from Excellence. And does go down the inside, but he just cost himself more time there. I think Jamie might have hit the wall there as well. Let's hope he didn't get wing damage. Now we'll cut back to Jungo King. He's got ahead of Hardcase. Hardcase really struggling on those tyres, but can Hardcase now come back at Jungo King? Now we'll cut back to the front. Excellence. Having a look at Jamie Hester now, and he's got the DRS, and sure he's going to make this move. To the outside goes Excellence, and I think Jamie's just going to let him go. Yes, he does. Excellence takes back P2. We cut back to Hardcase and Jungo King, still battling though. Is Hardcase pitting? No, he isn't. JW Curtis is already out of DRS. Husky's back in, just good to see. Omcast still not in though, unfortunately. Oh, and there's another Ghost of Nekiero racing there as well, so the battle of the Ghosts. Meanwhile, Adrenaline trying to get the switch back on Jungo King. Jungo King battling with Hardcase, and Hardcase has got that position back. Crazy racing here. Oh, and if anyone watching the stream here, if you go to Div 3 chat, there's quite the argument ensuing between F1 Mad and Racing. And some of the language I will not repeat on this stream because it's not very child friendly. Meanwhile, Jamie Hester still sticking with Excellence, and Excellence will try and pursue J Rise. As they're all a bit more spread out now, but this train still ensues. Jungle King, Adrenaline, Babish, and these 4 really. So Babish, Adrenaline, Jungle King, and Hardcase all neck and neck. Hardcase trying to catch up to JW Curtis, try and get a bit of a buffer. Oh, but that's a good line there from Jungle King to try and get the switch back. Adrenaline is not too far behind. No, he could try and capitalise as well. Playing down the straight, who's going to make a move on who? Jungle King's got a lot of ERS I should say. And I think Hardcase is just letting him go. He wants to switch back. Jungle King says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Oh, Jamie Hester's left. Okay, that is a shame. We will try and get him back in. That's on the exit there. Hardcase spins Jungle King. Jungle King's front wing is broken. It's a good time to invite Jamie Hester back, but a lot of carnage at that final turn is going on. We cut back to this battle. Adrenaline is P7 now. Babish P8. But that was a very bad incident between Hardcase and Jungle King, who are both now pitting. Very clumsy stuff. Oh, Adrenaline and Babish, they went wheel to wheel through turn 4. That's never going to work out. Has Adrenaline got a bit of wing damage? But yes, he has. He's broken his front wing, so clearly never going to work between the two there. Husky now, after he disconnected early, he's now all of a sudden right back in the mix, back into the top 8. I'll invite Jamie Hester back again, because it'd be annoying if he can't join back right up in the lead, and that's really going to compromise his race, because he's falling back from the top guys. So really unfortunate stuff for the Alfa Romeo. Now, JW Curtis for rookie. He has caught Twoosh Dairy. It's a really good show from JW Curtis so far this race. Let's have a look at position change. And King Gaz, what a start he has had, as well as Babish. But King Gaz is more impressive because He's on the mediums. Racing has left, but he has DNF, so I can understand that. KJ has to restart the game. Alright, well, tell me when he needs another invite, because, yeah, it's really hampering his race. JW Curtis just sold behind for now, but two AIs start battling again. And even if they just finish these AIs, they'll probably still get a good result. Oh, Adrenaline has come into pits to change his front wing. Something must have happened to him. This is closest battle on track, though. He needs an invite. Okay, I'll send him one now. Ooh. Let's hope Jamie can get back in quickly, because King Gaz is nearly caught back up to him. But that's really hampered Jamie Esther's hopes of challenging for the win. He's back in now, so we'll have to regain that gap back all again. This is close battle on track, other than the ghost cars, of course. It's a battle for the top 5 between the rookie and the amateur. Sorry, not the amateur. Although Twooge is still ahead, does JW Curtis want that to carry on? No. Does he want to take P5, or will Twooge try and give a switch back? JW Curtis just stays behind for now. I think he's quite happy to just sit behind Twooge, because they're both lapping at quite good pace here. But everyone's kind of spread out now. Closest battle other than this is Volt and Shifty Wazza. So keep with this fight. Meanwhile, JW Curtis does take P5. So we'll see what he can do in the Mercedes. And if he can try and catch up to King Gaz, who is 3 seconds up the road. Yes, there's a lot of driver of the day shouts. The AIs still carry on battling, ghosting through each other. But Excellence starting to close the gap on Rise slightly. Cams, I can't add people while I'm in a lobby, and that you just got to, maybe if Racing added you, but I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I can't invite you because I can't add people while I'm in a lobby, and so yeah, I'm sorry. If you can try and persuade someone who's racing currently to go in AI mode to invite you, but I can't invite you at the moment. Sorry. EA has been Jamie, and he's 7.7 seconds behind. Meanwhile, I see yellow flags. And I think Shifty Wazza has spun, and he has broken his front wing. So Shifty Wazza, his race ruined from one mistake. And he's lucky to not DNF there, crashing in that part of the track. Jungle King and Adrenaline not too far behind each other. It's been a disaster day for Haas so far. But Rise still 1.5 seconds in the lead. Excellence is slightly gaining on him though, although Rise does have the ERS advantage. Jamie's kind of in no man's land now. He will just hope to hang on to P3 after that disconnection, and this is a big chance for the top 2 to gain in the championship. But the key thing is, which one of these two is going to get closer to him, because they're going to want to finish ahead of each other, because they want to be the one closest to Jamie has to come the final 2 rounds. These two are actually starting to catch King Gaz slightly. It was 3 seconds, but ever since JW Curtis took over Twooge, it's now 1.6, so could see a 3-way battle for P4 now. And this is kind of the best of the rest battle. Meanwhile, Excellence, 3-second time penalty. And it's very difficult to get track limits here around Saudi Arabia, so that is going to really compromise his race, because I doubt J Rise will get number 1. Oh, I mean, as I say that, Volt also gets one, so maybe it's a bit more prominent than I thought. But that's a big setback for Excellence, and he's got to hope that J Rise also gets one if he wants any hopes of winning this race, because that will just outpace him on paper. King Gaz has extended the gap a bit. He has got a lot of ERS King Gaz to burn, so clearly he realised that they were catching, so he decided to burn it a bit. Meanwhile, Rise comes into the pits. Oh, he got a 5-second time penalty, though. That is exactly what Excellence needed. And now, this race gets forever more interesting. Excellence has a 3-second penalty. Rise has a 5-second. So now it is game on. And where is Rise going to come out? Well, so Twooge is pissing. Babish is pissing. We've got a lot of people in the pits. We'll see what Excellence and Jamie do after this. But Rise comes out in clear air, which is crucial for him. He's got about a 7-second gap between him and JW Curtis. So he's got a lot of room to push. Where do the others come out? Volt and Twooge. They're going to come out behind Hardcase. I'll keep the stops up for you. Actually, I'll keep the tyres up because then you know. So there you go. So now I know who is pitted and what the net order is. Now the net order is Rise will be leading this race, but with an extra penalty, as shown there, it is really put him in a difficult position, especially with Excellence not too far behind. And the gap was 2 seconds before he pitted, so they're practically level. Ibrahim overtakes a ghosted car of Umka. Hardcase on those softs after his collision with Jungo King. Lapping very quickly. He has a fastest lap. Yeah, Mars, that's what I said to him. I can't send invites during the game. Jamie S has decided to catch Excellence a little bit more ever since his disconnection. Meanwhile, JW Curtis now pissing. He's had an excellent stint and he's looking to maybe cover off the undercut of Twisteri. Twisteri is now caught Hardcase, so we'll see what he does now. Excellence and Jamie, interestingly, staying out. They clearly don't care, but here comes Twooge now. He could do a clearing Hardcase. But he's just going to stay behind. I think he's happy to chill behind, so interesting strategy from the McLaren. As, actually, where is JW Curtis? There he is. And he's behind Babish and Twooge. Oh, here comes Babish. That's going to be risky. Into turn 4. Surely they can't get through water. They're just about to. Twooge goes off a trap, but I think Husky's made an error. Yes, he has. Husky spun. Husky spinning. That's going to cost him a lot of time as Volt goes wide. Volt still carrying that wing damage. Oh, meanwhile, all this battling going on. Twooge and Babish going wheel to wheel. Make a bit of contact, just getting through. Twooge on the inside, Babish now on the inside. This is going to get risky. Oh, Babish to the inside, makes a bit of contact with Hardcase. Still wheel to wheel. Hardcase goes wide. Twooge now on the exit. Hardcase gets pushed off. JW Curtis says thank you. I'll take both the positions. Crazy battling here in Jeddah. And it's still not over. JW Curtis all over the back of both of them as Babish goes wide. He'll not look to capitalise on both of them. On the exit, Twisteri trying to get the switch back on Babish. All of them burning their battery. Oh, JW Curtis sees a gap and now 3 wide. Into the final turn, a big bit of contact. Babish gets pushed off. Twisteri does a switch back on JW Curtis. Hardcase tries to get back in the mix, I should say. And now when he exits, JW Curtis back to the outside 3 wide once again. Babish takes both of them. Back to the inside goes Hardcase. Twisteri has to concede for 10th at the moment. JW Curtis back down the inside, pushes Hardcase off. Twisteri down the exit will try and get him back. To the outside, can't make the move. Incredible battling here between 4 brilliant drivers. And Twisteri is now stuck behind the house of Hardcase. JW Curtis has gone to the softs, interestingly. So he's going to be very quick in this race. Twooge now, can he finally get ahead of Hardcase? Oh, Hardcase really not wanting to give it up. Twooge doesn't care though, he's going down the inside. Can Hardcase hang it around the outside? No, we can't. I've got a friend request. I think it was from... Oh no. It was from there you go. Can I invite him now? I still don't see him, so I don't know what else I can do. Now, this inviting thing is really tempering with the action. Here comes JW Curtis back at Babish. Babish doesn't want to give it up. They both have DRS. JW Curtis down the inside. Babish gives him the room on the exit. He gets a better exit. Meanwhile, J Rise, oh, he's stuck behind King Gaz in a really bad spot. This is compromising him so much. He's caught King Gaz at a worse spot. Can he finally get him? I think King Gaz is just letting him go. Yeah, he is. So Rise takes back P3. Meanwhile, Jamie really slowly. I'm Umka. Bro, I don't think I have you. Look, I don't have any. I'll accept all them. I have no idea where he is. Umka. Oh, there he is. Okay, there you go, Umka. You're finally in now. Anyway. So King Gaz now falling back behind Rise. Oh, this battle still rages on. Here we are. Round 3 now. Hardcase coming back at JW Curtis. Twooge still behind the Mercedes. Hardcase, he's on old tyres. He doesn't care. He's still battling with JW Curtis. Excellence is finally pitting. And Hardcase takes back P9. P8, I should say. On the exit, oh, bit of contact there. Twooge Sterry is out of the race. Twooge Sterry is out of this race. Virtual safety guard deployed. Virtual safety guard deployed just as Excellence comes out of the pits. Death Star, I don't see you commentating, mate. So why don't you actually get on and do something? Anyway, Ibrahim gets a 5-second penalty. It's all kicking off. This is played beautifully into Jamie Esther's hands. Jamie Esther, even after the disconnection, he could still end up winning this race. Nicky Orio needs an invite. Okay, back to this again. Here's a virtual safety car, so at least I can do it. Okay, invited the Aston Martin. Oh, it's already ended. That was short VSC. King Gaz, he was running P3 as well. King Gaz, drive-through penalty. Oh, such a shame for the AlphaTauri. Excellence has gone to softs, interestingly. Whether he can get them to the end of the race is a good question. But meanwhile, the battling still continues. Bolt overtaking the Alfa Romeo's Ghost. Ibrahim stuck behind Jungo King. Jungo King hasn't pitted in a while after that incident. Doesn't want to give the position up to Ibrahim though. Is Ibrahim going to send it? Oh, he doesn't, but he sends Jungo King spearing into the barriers. Did Jungo King get damaged there? I think he did, yeah, so that might get investigated by the stewards. Oh, and Umka's left again. So even if I did keep inviting him, it seems like he has connection issues. Meanwhile, Jamie coming to the pits now. Doesn't speed, so... Yeah, that makes me feel better that even though Umka disconnected, he would have disconnected anyway. So Rise... Oh, strangely, Rise is pitting. So Rise wants to get rid of his 5-second penalty. And so he's going to go on the hunt late in this race. King Gaz is serving his drive-through. JW Curtis could be on for a podium here. Yeah, JW Curtis up to P3. This is brilliant for the rookie. But now it is Jamie Esther's turn to hunt down Excellence. He needs to gain 10 seconds in 7 laps. And that is quite a big ask. But it isn't impossible. But this is a huge chance for Excellence to gain on Jamie in the championship. But what can he do about it? Rise has got to gain 6 seconds if he wants to salvage a podium on JW Curtis. Oh, Ibrahim's beached his car on the curb. He's gone off. Check penalties. Ibrahim got a 5-second penalty as well. I invited Nick here. Comic, I don't know why J Rise pit. I think he wanted to get rid of his penalty. Or maybe he got damaged somewhere. I'm not sure, but... Interesting strats going around. King Gaz trying to recover after that penalty he received. All over the back of the 2 ghosts of Umka and Nekiohio. These 2 ghosts, even though they've been AIs, they're still doing well. Excellent, that's fastest lap. No, and Umka's left again. Okay, I'm not going to invite him back now because he has already left 3 times. So King Gaz back up to P6 now, and I think at max he'll finish P5 now because I don't think he's got enough to catch J Rise and JW Curtis in front. But the battle now seems between third and fourth, about for the podium. Jamie doesn't seem to have the pace to catch Excellence, it seems. Meanwhile, we cut back. These four in a bit of a skirmish about Babbage. That's the fastest lap. So he could still be on for a good result. So Shifty Waza under pressure from Husky. And Adrenaline under pressure from Jungo King. But we care more about the fight up front. J-Rise catching JW Curtis. And how's the Mercedes going to play this? Is he just going to let him by? Does he want to fight it? But you rather get the feeling he's going to want a podium on his debut, but it seems impossible to defend from a charging J-Rise for 5 laps, who's on much fresher tyres. And it might be about the time that his softs start to die off. Just a reminder of penalties. Ibrahim has got 5 and Excellence has 3, but Excellence penalty shouldn't harm him too much. So here comes J-Rise now. Gaining on Ibrahim. Just staying behind. Gaining on JW Curtis, should say. On the exit, that's a very nice switch back from the Alpine. And it seems like J-Rise getting past inevitable. JW Curtis doesn't want to give it up though. Heading down the straight. Fastest lap for J-Rise, and he now has the podium place. Can JW Curtis hang it around the outside? No, he can't, and has to concede third place. J-Rise back up into the podium. He could have won this race, and I think it'll be a bit bittersweet with a podium. And his championship challenge looks to be fading away, with losing points to both Excellence and Jamie Hester. Meanwhile, Hardcase and Babbage going wheel to wheel. Babbage trying to overtake Hardcase. Hardcase is pitted recently for the hard tyres, but Babbage takes P9. Hardcase still wants to hang it around the outside, just backs out for now. Babbage will now gain on his disconnected teammate. So Volt now sets fast. Oh, Jungle King's out. Jungle King is out of the race. Safety car. Safety car deployed. 5 laps to go, and the safety car has been deployed. We had it on the first lap as a glitch, and we all thought there was going to be so many safety cars this race. It's been a relatively clean race, and everyone pitting. No surprise, Volt gets a drive-through penalty. But safety car with 5 laps to go, and Excellence is going to be fuming. He had this race in the bag, all sorted, but with his 3-second penalty, which he can't serve under the safety car, that is now going to drop him so many places. And Jamie Hester and... Oh, what's up with Jamie Hester? Oh, it took a while to go there. Jamie Hester and Rise will be licking their lips at the possibility of a win here, because it looks all set and done. But it is now game on again. Umkaz AI is staying out. Interestingly. So has anybody stayed out of who isn't an AI? I think everybody is pitted pretty much, apart from the AI. So Adrenaline's staying out. But this safety car has made this race way more chaotic than it needs to be. Babbage did not pit. He is P4. That's going to annoy Rise, because now he's got a car in between him and Jamie. But Rise really could do with beating Jamie this weekend. But Jamie's in the prime seat now to win this race. He's got 2 cars in between him and Rise, and the car in front of him has a penalty. Husky shifted. Oh, and Ibrahim's out. What's happened there? Ibrahim under the safety car, he's out as well. We now have 5 DNFs, only 2 safety cars this race though. But it is all kicking off. I invite Nekio again, but I've already done it. I think that was a bit of a skirmish between Ibrahim and Jungo King because Ibrahim's apologising. Did Ibrahim do a Death Star? I don't think he wasn't first, so I think he just I think he crashed into the into another person. I don't think he crashed into the safety car. All right, DeVito, take your Zest Fest somewhere else, but we should get the safety car in this lap. Everybody is bunched up. Nekioho is back in the race, but he's P7 and on all medium, so he's going to be vulnerable. Oh, he binned it by himself, okay, so okay, thanks. But we are going to get going. Oh, are we? Volt is pitted again. So we may not get it in this lap unless Volt can produce a rapid outlap. But I think it may stay out another lap, and Excellence will not be happy with that. He will need all the laps he can to try and build a 3-second gap. Well, we are crossing the final sector now, so we'll find out if it's going to be in. And it has not come up, so we will have an extra lap behind the safety car. Meaning we will have 2 laps of racing. This is really game on now, whoever wins this. But Jamie is in the box seat too, and that is really not what his rivals need. Bavish isn't happy with being stuck behind the ghost of Umka. But get your final predictions in. Also, somebody give me a hydrate because this is going to be 2 laps of chaos. Seems to be a trend with Div 3 that there's always a safety car near the end of a race. And what is Volt doing? He's pitting again. Thank you, Twitch, for the hydrate, but I think Volt is... he's trying to delay the... Oh, and Volt's... Okay. Volt trying to... Yeah, I have no idea what Volt's doing, but now he's gone, so we will get the safety car in this lap. Yeah, Volt was trying to probably get rid of his drive-through, but didn't. He realised it wasn't going to work. We started with 19, and we have 13 left. And one of these 13 is going to win this race. And we have 2 laps to decide who. So we're about to get going. So everyone strap yourselves in. This is going to be 2 laps of utter carnage. And this is going to be a crucial 2 laps for the championship picture. Jamie Hester can win this race, and that will nearly seal the championship. He'll have such a big lead, which may be unattainable for Excellence and J Rise, but they will have something to say about that. J Rise will be fired up to catch him, as I think a safety car will come in this lap. Safety car in this lap. So we are going to get racing, and Excellence has got a hope that they battle like hell and he can somehow get a 3-second gap, but he's just got to do damage limitation with his penalty. But we are getting ready to get going. So riding on board with Jamie, is he going to try and overtake Excellence, or is he just going to stay behind? But if he stays behind, that might leave him vulnerable to Rise. So many things can happen, are going to happen. But all we care about now is when Excellence will go. Taking a wide line at final turn, cuts back in, and now gets on the power. That's a very good restart from Excellence. And we are racing again here in Saudi Arabia. Rise already right on the back of Babish. And to the inside of the Aston Martin, overtaking Umcat, and I think Babish just lets him go. Meanwhile, JW Curtis now just behind, as J Rise already up to P3. So that's crucial for him. JW Curtis ahead of Umcat. The ghosted Umcat. Meanwhile, there's a bit of carnage at the back here. Hardcase has been spun. There's wing damage all over track. Adrenaline's ghosted, but he's got damage as well, I think. So that is the top 10. Nekioyo's dropped back. The two AIs on the old mediums also dropping back. JW Curtis all over back of Babish now. As here he comes burning his battery. Can he go to the outside? But rookie against the experience. Here he comes around the outside of the hairpin. Can JW Curtis go all the way around the outside? Babish gives him a room, and there's still will to will on the exit. Babish now on the outside. JW Curtis will have the inside. And to the inside, it's fast right-hander. They nearly make contact. Brilliant racing there. Babish leaves him just enough room, and they somehow get through unscathed. JW Curtis isn't done now. He's now coming to the inside. Bit of contact there. JW Curtis to the inside. Takes the position of Babish. Brilliant racing between these two. Meanwhile, Jamie Esther still behind. Excellence. Rise is doing all he can to catch back up to Jamie Esther. But he's running out of time. He's running out of corners. And there is only one lap left. Excellence could still get P2 here if he builds the gap to J Rise. But J Rise, he just doesn't seem to be able to catch him. Meanwhile, we cut back to this battling as there is Nekioyo. Spun around and with wing damage, trying to reverse. Excellence sets the fastest lap. It's so thin down there, Nekioyo can't reverse. Umcat's been disqualified. For failing to use right compound, but he is an AI, so fair enough. But it's looking more like Jamie Esther is going to win. And this will put him in a brilliant position for the championship. The battle for P4 is still on though. Husky gets out of Nagro as well. But Jamie Esther seems to have it covered. Rise is just outside 1 second. He needs something special if he wants to take that position. Husky made a mistake with Nagrom. He hasn't raced at all this race, but his AI is going to get in P7. Babish, can he come back at JW Curtis? He's got more battery, so it could happen. Rise is closing on JB Esther, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's 1 second behind now. He's got more battery, but he's just closed in too late. And Jamie Esther is so close to putting himself in a brilliant position for the championship. J Rise isn't too far behind, only 8 tenths. He just caught them a little too late. And Excellence coming out the final turn. This penalty is going to absolutely kill him. Meanwhile, here comes Babish and JW Curtis. Babish goes down the inside. But P4 is Babish down the inside. JW Curtis on the outside. Babish takes P4. Meanwhile, Excellence crosses the line to win on track. But Jamie Esther, after a bad run of form, finally is back on the top set of the podium. J Rise has to settle for second after that drive-through penalty. Really compromised his race. Excellence, he will be dreading that penalty. Babish took JW Curtis at the final corner to take P4. And it's been a crazy race at the back, with Hardcase getting wing damage near the end. Kingaz will come home to finish P11 as we await Nekiohio, who joined back late. And he will be the last person to cross the line. But what a race. And after the championship lead was closing between Rise, Excellence and Jamie Esther finally has won again. And that puts him in a beautiful position to claim the title next time out in Zandvoort. And the gap for Rise and Excellence looks insurmountable now. But that is your Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. What a race. Excellence will feel gutted about that last safety car. But what a drive from Jamie. He takes the win. As the Alfa Romeo is back on the top step of the podium. And it's a familiar sight to see him joined by Excellence and Rise, but they would have hoped that either one of them was at the top this time. But no, it is Jamie extending his championship lead. And Rise and Excellence will both feel hard done that they did not win that. But I got to give credit to the rookie, JW Curtis. Brilliant race for P5. Bavish also brilliant race from him in P4. He started near the back. So commiserations to him. So that is your order. Jamie Hester wins the race from Rising Excellence. Excellence will be dreading that penalty. We had 6 DNFs and 1 DQ, 5 DNFs and 1 disqualification in that race. ARS and a racing after their collision early on, that will be debated about also. Touge and Jungle King crashed by themselves, and Ibrahim, I'm not sure what happened to him. Ball got lapped 3 times, but he also DNF'd late on. Excellence will take fastest lap though, so that is an extra point for him. But Jamie Hester really building his lead in the championship now. And I will get some post-race interviews in here. So we hope to interview the drivers, well, the top drivers really, who did well in that race, but some others who didn't quite do as well would also be good to hear. And people who had incidents who didn't know what happened will also be good. As we are getting some people in already. We've got Jay Rise in here. Jay Rise, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. I mean, I think you got a bit of mixed feelings there. I mean, it's a podium, but I think you're gonna be gutted, especially because of the title race.
Yeah, it was definitely a really spicy race. The strategy really came to play, especially for Excellence. Just too bad he got that 3-second penalty. Yeah, it was really close. I guess I think I needed one more lap. Don't know if I could have got Jamie, but I don't know. I don't know. It was close. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that 5-second penalty was hampered your race a lot, and I did wonder why you pitted near the end, but in the end you were on for a P3 before the safety car, and the safety car elevate that to P2 because you got ahead of Excellence because of his pen, so it did kind of help you in the end.
Yeah, I was just going for a normal pit stop, and I went down to 60 kph or whatever the pit limiter is, and I thought I hit my pit limiter on my wheel, so I went full throttle, but I misclicked probably. And then I sped the pit lane. It was just a really stupid mistake, but I made up for it because it was a really big gap between me and the mid pack. So I pitted, got rid of my penalty, got a new set of fresh tires. Then the safety car came out, was able to pit again. But then Bavish and the AI of Umka, they hampered me a little bit. But I managed to get them both on the straight. I mean, Umka was AI, so it was not that difficult. But then I was just too far enough to Jamie and to Excellence.
Well, obviously, there are a lot of positives to take from the weekend. Obviously, that pole lap was really good as well. We got the onboard, but I think the main question is that championship over?
It certainly isn't, I think. I think me P1 or me P2 and then Jamie P3 or P1, I mean. I think it would put it would put 246 points or 247, and me I don't know. There's 2 rounds left. Anything can happen. He can still DNF both races. You know, I don't know. It's definitely getting really close.
Yeah, it can still happen, but yeah, good luck for Zandvoort next time, and I hope you can carry on the fight. But yeah, thanks for racing, and I hope to see you next week.
Yes, see ya.
All right, great job. Bye. Husky, I think you were next. Husky, can you hear me?
Heyo.
Heyo. I mean, obviously, it was a shame for you to be disconnected for half a race, but I didn't get that much of you. But when you joined back, you seem to be in a lot of battles and seem to have pretty good pace. Where did you finish in the end?
I think I finished P8. I had room to make up a couple more positions because there was a bit of carnage on the last safety car restart. Unfortunately, clipped my wing on a car that was sideways in turn 1, so kind of lost a bit of pace coming back in there. But overall, starting from P15 and then getting disconnected for like, I think it was five laps.
Yeah.
I was out. Not bad. I can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, good recovery from you. I mean, obviously, it was a bit of a difficult day for McLaren all around with Twister DNFing. But
Yeah.
P8, I mean, especially since your AI was controlling you for a while, still a pretty decent result.
Not bad. A lot of carnage in front of me that I just made up on. I think I may have overtaken like one car this entire race, so not bad.
Yeah, I mean, good damage limitation, but yeah, we hope to see you. Hope to see you next week in Zandvoort.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right,
Thank you, man.
goodbye.
See you.
Jamie, you're next. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. I mean, what can I say? You must be counting your lucky stars because that win, everything just fell into place for you.
Yeah, I mean, from bar me disconnected, which was really annoying because I disconnected but got booted from the EA servers, so I had to leave the game to get back going. So I must have missed like a good 2 laps, something like that.
Well, yeah, you were 1 second behind excellence. Then when you came back, you were like 7 seconds.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, but yeah, what can I say? That safety car saved me. I thought the virtual was going to cost me because Rice and Excellence pitted, and just as I was getting towards the final corner, the safety car went back in, and then the full safety car came back out, which saved me. And then obviously with Excellence and Rise's penalties.
Yeah. I mean, obviously with your disconnection, that really set you back, but then Rise made a few errors which put you up to P2, and then it seemed like it was just a set P2 for you. But that safety car really sealed the win for you with Excellence's penalty, and that puts you in a very good position championship wise into the last 2 races.
Yeah, it was a needed win, let's say. I can't remember the last one I had.
Well, yeah, had a bad run of form, but it's good. Yeah, it's good to see you back on the top step.
Yeah, 2 more to go. A sprint race. All still to play for. What can I say?
All still to play for, but you are leading, and that is what matters. So thank you for racing. Brilliant drive, and see you next week.
Thank you. Shout out to Excellence and Rice as well. They were amazing.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, bye. Excellence. You're next. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what to say. You must feel so hard done. Like you had it sealed 13 seconds up in the lead, and just a safety car send you from P1 to P3.
No, I actually came here to cry because I took a wing damage at lap 2, and then I forgot to repair it 2 times. So that is why I get the penalty as well. So very unlucky race by my side. But I did got the pace.
Yeah, I mean,
but it didn't matter.
Yeah, it's so much. I mean, if you were doing that pace with wing damage as well, I mean, it must have been really quick.
It was a minor wing damage, but anyway, damage is damage.
Yeah, it was looking so good for you, and you were going to gain on Jamie in the standings as well, but just the safety car ruined. I mean, would you say it's championship over, or do you think you've still?
Yeah, it's definitely over. But we will fight with Rice for P2.
Yeah, really, really unlucky for you today. But championship's still not over, and it's still a really good drive today. So we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, next time we race on a street track, so let's make it 3 lap or 5 lappers.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, cheers.
All right. So that is your race. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight on this Friday evening, where that may be championship over in Div 3 wise. I tell you what, it's not championship over though in Div 2 tomorrow. So join one of our commentators tomorrow, Saturday, to watch Hyperdrive and the showdown between J Morris, Mars, and K5 tomorrow. But that is all from me today, and thank you all for watching this chaotic Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So have a good evening, everybody, and goodbye. Thank you.